the Speak in Code Podcast. And now introducing Coad Conspiracy of the Deadman.
Over 100 people dead.
Chante, the homie. Servant with a noble cause.
How great is fun.
And Teddy Bear Dynamite. These are the hosts of the Speak in Code Podcast.
Much love, everybody.
Definitely, man. Thanks for jumping on with us. We're finally get to have you back.
Hey guys, I am Coad from the SpeakInCOAD Podcast. I feel like we needed to go live today. Do a little bit of doom scrolling. So with this, it's going to be pretty much just me live, going over some videos and going over some posts. Going over some videos, going over some posts. I'm going to go over, I got links. I have interviews. I'm going to watch all of them. I'm going to discuss all of them. Some of them I might just skip over. Some of them I might just, I don't know. We'll go with it. But I feel like right now with all the hello, my name is Yeff stuff, it is very disturbing in a way. We know that this stuff is going on. We have an idea. We never were there. We never saw it. We don't know exactly 100% of what this stuff actually is and what it entails. But with the information that we got already, some things today just aren't adding up. And I know a lot of people are frustrated with it. It sucks because we thought, and we, meaning a lot of us, thought that this stuff was going to be either resolved and the dark was going to be pulled out of the dark and into the light, so that way we could actually see the evil behind the curtain and see what kind of like lurks in the shadows. So lately I've been seeing a lot of stuff, and then things are getting questioned, and now all of a sudden people just don't remember saying certain things and they go back on their word, and that's not the type of person that I am. So it kind of pisses me off that you believe people when they tell you the truth and you think that they're good-hearted people. And I'm not trying to be black-pilled. I'm not saying that this is all for nothing or that these conspiracies are all, I don't know. I feel like some people get to the point where they're just like, this sucks. And what are we doing here? And they start questioning even their reality just because things don't go your way. I don't think that way. I think that just in general, for one, I need to state this. I am in a podcast with 3 other guys, and these are my opinions, and these videos and posts and clips and all this stuff that I'm going to be going over today are just going to be things that I'm showing you that other people posted. I'm not saying that these are my opinions. I'm not saying that these videos and posts and clips and quotes and memes and all this other stuff, these are all the things that I believe in or anything like that. I just want to throw that out there. And I'm definitely not into harming myself at all. So whatever the monotoneness of my voice or the way that I sound or the reasoning for going live, it's not anything crazy. I'm happy. I love my life. I love where I live. I love my family. I love my friends, my parents, my dogs. I'm not in the mood to put myself out there like that for harming myself by any means. And I'm not going to be doing that at all. Also, I'll probably just keep this episode maybe like 20 minutes for YouTube, but it's going to be longer, a lot longer everywhere else. So, with that being said, I'll probably try to keep 20 minutes a little bit, not vague, but I'm going to keep it where it's safe for YouTube, I guess. And also, I'm going to probably be taking breaks. I'm going to just leave the stream going and I'll come back. I got to let my dogs in and out of the house and stuff. They already ate. I just don't want them being outside if it's getting too dark out and stuff. So we're good for now. They can play outside all day. I don't care. But how I got started with this entire situation, I was listening to my sister. One of my sisters told me about a documentary that kept getting shown and over and over and over again on YouTube, and it would get like 1 million views in a week, and then all of a sudden the video would be down. Then all of a sudden somebody else would send you a link and you'd be like, wait a minute, why is it named slightly different? Or what's wrong with this? What's off with this video? And sometimes it would look a little bit less quality. It might be 720 instead of 1080p or something, you know? And it was just pretty much bringing out a different perspective of what Hollywood was. I don't really want this episode to be about Hollywood at all. I mean, I could link some things together, like the Diddy stuff, but it's not going to be about Hollywood or symbolism or occultism or anything like that for this portion of it. And I'm not going to get too deep in the weeds on releasing information on it that I have links wise and video wise. I mean, some things might be disturbing, so I'm not trying to show all of that. But when it does come to showing the videos, I'll show the videos. I might talk over them a little bit here and there, but I just want to kind of get the entire. I want to show the videos in its entirety, so that way it's like you guys could skip ahead if you don't like that video. Some of them I'll put the timestamps at the top, so like if I open a video and it's like 1.5 minutes, I mean, if you're like, I don't really like this one, skip ahead to 1.5 minutes. Or if I'm playing another video or interview that's like 7 minutes straight, it's like I'll throw that one out there, so that way you guys got an idea how long it's going to be. But more than likely, I'm going to just start scrolling through and looking at stuff. But anyway, long story short, it was Liz Crokin. She did the Out of Shadows documentary. And then right after that, I started looking into the, it was a Mouthy Buddha documentary. I'll mention it a little later. But if you guys want to go look at that, I'll show you on here how to find it if you need it. But those documentaries start bringing the human like trafficking portion of it to the light. And then there was an episode about a specific actor. I won't mention the names, but I'm sure you guys can follow along and follow the clues and listen to the code that I am speaking. But like Isaac Cappy was involved with them, and then all of a sudden they go missing. So it's like some of those people in Hollywood could be tied to this. But in 2019 is when it happened, but I'm getting involved in all of this stuff probably around like February, March time frame. Oh no, it might have been around like Easter in 2020, because I remember I was going to come home for Easter, and I wasn't able to because of COVID. So I was living in Massachusetts at the time, and my sister was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this person, this actor that ended up supposedly taking out Isaac Cappy?" And they just were like, "What's going on with this?" So Isaac Cappy gets taken out. There's a whole thing about him, the person that did that to Isaac, messing with younger people. And I was like, there's no way this person really. I'm a big fan. I like Woody from Toy Story. I like, I like the Terminalist. I like, or not Terminalist. I think it's called The Terminal. Anyway, Turner and Hooch. I like all these movies that have this person in it, and I I was like, there's no way. That's weird. Why are you even looking that up? That doesn't make sense. So then she goes, hey, you should check out this podcast. His name is Tommy G from the No Mercy podcast. It was him, his brother Kurt, and his cousin Bob from like Bob's Lessons. They had an episode specifically titled "Blank Blank is a Blank," which is this actor is a PDF file. So, I was like, you got to be kidding me. What is this all about? So anyway, I started off with that episode and I was just like, wait, what is this? And then I started kind of finding out like more and more about the podcast, and they had Sam Tripoli on, they had some other people on, Mike Romanelli. He owns like the Comedy Dojo out in New Jersey, and some other people on. And I was just like, wait a minute, some sports like athletes and everything. And I was like, oh, who is this guy? Like, I never even heard of him before. Let me start over from the beginning of this podcast and let me start listening to what he's into. Well, they started the episode 1, I think, right after this entire thing with Jeffrey. So he ends up all of a sudden, like, he gets arrested, all this stuff. And there's some things that happened with him where he was a part of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I think it was, and I'll Google this stuff as we go too, just so just so I have an idea. I could actually pull some of this stuff up. Lifestyles. All right.
Merch, y'all. We now selling merch. Yes. Yeah, merch, y'all. We now selling merch. Get your merch today.
We're ready to blow the safe.
Stickers and what else? T-shirts and okay. Mugs and cups and that's right. We now selling merch.
Stop the record.
Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
So they had this show, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I think it was on VH1, and it was like in the early 2000s. And they started talking about this guy. Like, there was this British guy. He was like, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and then he would just talk about all these rich people, like Branson or whatever, the dude that owns the Virgin Airlines, and some other people. I don't even really remember. Robin Leach was the guy that would do the voice for it and stuff. So they end up even doing a little expose on Jeffrey Epstein back then. And I'm pretty sure it was like 2007. Like, I never knew of him. I never heard of him or anything like that. And it was before the allegations and air quotes pretty much of him. I don't know if he solicited himself or he just got offended, or he offended people of younger ages, if you catch my drift. So anyways, that's the only time I've ever even heard of this guy, if I even knew of him being a part of that. I personally don't remember watching this episode and being like, oh yeah, that guy, I definitely remember him. Somebody, clips pulled up later on YouTube and stuff. So I have quite a few videos, and there's difference between my Instagram and some of the channels that I have on Instagram. I have a few things that are saved. And also I was looking through texts that I sent myself just so I would remember to post these videos and save these videos. And so many of them are freaking gone. All of them are like it's insane. Like, oh, somebody must have deleted this. It's like, yeah, they got banned on Instagram, and that's why the videos are no longer there. So anyways, I'll show you guys some of this stuff, and there's some of them I just kind of want to watch myself just to kind of remember. And then some of these, I'm not going to even play them because they have like specific people's names. So I won't even show those people at all. Or I mean, I might, you'll see the video, but I'm not going to pull it up and actually pull the video up. I'll do that another time and I'll get into these ones. But so here we go. Also share audio. Let's see how this works. You guys can see me down here. All right. So this one is yeah, some of these are going to be pretty disturbing, but here we go. And then I'll get into it. And also some of these things are like Q stuff. So don't I'm not fully believing into this Q thing. I'm not saying I believe in any of this stuff at all, but some of these videos might be like Q related or posted around that time maybe. So but here we go. We'll go with the first one.
Arrested night. It was unsettling because I had myself gone through that, and watching it happen on the show, it was like reliving that all over again. I was reliving that whole thing all over again.
Maybe we better not let your dad know about the bike. In fact, maybe it would be best if you didn't even mention, that you came back here and I gave you all this ice cream before dinner. Why don't we just make it a little secret?
You know something, Mr. Martin? You're sneaky.
Sneaky?
Yeah, I'm getting a whole new respect for sneaky.
This is what happened in my life, and they didn't know about it.
You know something, Arnold? I really like you. I really like you. You and I are going to have a lot of good times together.
So with that one, I guess it was a clip of it. There was multiple clips from that one. Shoot, I don't even know how long ago that one would have been from. Sometimes people will just post the one video and it's like it's like one clip. Yeah. And then there's no other clips after that from that person. So it's all right. I'll figure it out from there. I think that person, she actually posted a lot of good stuff too. So that's the other thing too. Feel free if you see any of these. If I can get it. If you see the videos, like for example, this person, Kiko 7_7, just I mean, this is me giving them recognition. I mean, I'm not zooming in on the picture. I'm not taking it out of here. I'm not trying to hide anything. So if you want to give them a follow, like any of these people that I have up here, I'll leave it up here like this so that way you can see who they are and give them a follow or something if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But if not, don't worry about it. And then we'll go into this one.
D5 pedophiles that night. President Trump designated Gitmo for trials, Guam for trials, and Terra del Fuege for trials. So now we got Gitmo 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. The trials have been going on since September 30th. 30 news reporters last year got a lottery ticket, and they're down at Gitmo, and they are watching the trials. And when it gets reported on, everyone will know. I've got the court transcripts from Hillary's trial. The evidence we pulled out from underground in Rockford, Illinois, John Brennan was just tried, and so was Podesta. Huma Abedin is being tried right now. She turned state's evidence on Hillary. Had a great opportunity a little bit ago to meet an admiral of the United States Navy who is the chief judge at Gitmo, Admiral Crandall. I found it very prophetic, and I cried for days. And he had the privilege of trying Hillary.
So I honestly don't know if that's even like that kind of stuff. It's like the false hope type of thing for me. That was posted in December 19th, 2022. And it's like we've seen Hillary since then. Also, yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much where we're at on YouTube. So definitely go check us out on Rumble. Hit us up on Spotify. Go check us out anywhere else. other than YouTube right now, because I'm definitely not posting this to YouTube, not the full thing. So definitely go give it a look it up, and we'll see you on the other side. So sorry if this episode, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening and it's cut so short, definitely check out the rest of the episode elsewhere. So thanks for tuning in, and you guys will, whoever's watching live, if you guys are watching live, this is only streaming live on Rumble. So it's not even on YouTube yet. It might be on YouTube tomorrow. It might not be at all. So who knows? Either way.
The Speak in Code Podcast. And now introducing Coad Conspiracy of the Deadman.
Over 100 people dead.
Chente, the homie. Servant with a noble cause.
How great is the book?
And Teddy Bear Dynamite. These are the hosts of the Speak in Code Podcast.
Much love, everybody.
Definitely, man. Thanks for jumping on with us. We're finally get to have you back.